We have just gotten the brand new cinematic intro cutscene for the next Zombies map, Citadel des Morts, due to release next week on December the 5th, believe it or not. So what we're going to do is take a deeper look at it, see what storyline elements we can extract from it, and also see if there are any secrets Treyarch have hidden within this trailer. So this map takes place on the 25th of February 1991, which is 6 days after the events of Terminus in the Principality of Avalon, which is in France, where we were told at the end of that map that we were traveling here to track down the Sentinel artifact, an ancient relic that Richtofen is looking for. He believes it has the ability to manipulate a form of proto-matter called Prima Materia. Richtofen believed that the Sentinel artifact was in Avalon, and so hired a criminal organisation called the French Syndicate to hide it. The boss of this syndicate was someone called Franco, who employed another character we are familiar with, Sergei Revanov, to work for him, and Franco sent Revanov to Avalon to abduct a man called Gabriel Kraft, someone we haven't heard of since Vanguard Zombies, but because Kraft had knowledge of this, he was kidnapped in Avalon and interrogated. And so in Terminus, our crew of Meyer, Gray, Weaver and Carver, along with Dr. Peck, decided to travel to Avalon to hunt down Richtofen and find Gabriel Kraft and the Sentinel artifact, which is where this cutscene kicks off 6 days later when they arrive here. We see Revanov. Yes, this is him. I know he looks totally different. When I first saw this person, I thought, okay, that's Franco, but you can tell it's him not only by the announcer calling out his name, but the picture he's holding. On the back it says, "Forever in your debt, Maxis," and on the front is a picture of himself which he dabs his cigar out on. He looks drastically different to the last time we saw him in 1985 Forsaken, which was 6 years ago. He's clearly gone through a lot. And in regards to this picture, what Samantha's wrote on the back, well, at this point in time, of course, she can't repay Revanov for his debt because she's missing. The last time he saw her was when she plunged herself into the Forsaken, trapping herself in the Dark Ether. We know from the Liberty Falls intro cutscene, she was later on contained in this sphere by Richtofen. We don't know how those events came to be just yet. There is 6 years of storyline between Forsaken and Liberty Falls that we haven't been made aware of. But yeah, everything that Revanov has gone through, his relationship with Maxis, not an intimate one, but they were very close. It looks like Revanov is perhaps trying not to remember that, but he wants to. He feels guilty for even letting her get in that situation in Forsaken in the first place. He felt like he was supposed to protect her. But as the camera pans on to Revanov, someone over the intercom says, "Sergei, are you there? The professor needs another beating. Are you there? Why did I hire that drunk?" We can guess then that this person talking is his boss Franco, and the person he's being called to give a beating to is Professor Gabriel Kraft. But then an alarm rings out, the door opens to his room, and the crew walk in. He comes face to face with Weaver again, another character that he hasn't seen for 6 years. The two were good friends, they worked together. Revanov says he thought he was dead. This part's quite cool where Weaver opens the curtain to his window and then outside it looks like what's some kind of stone gladiator or Viking, some big hooded statue. So whether or not that's going to have any relevance to the Easter egg or if it's just map decoration, we'll just have to wait and see. But like we're saying, Revanov says to Weaver, "I thought you were dead." Weaver says, "If it were only that simple." Revanov then notices Peck walk in the room where he says, "What is this rat doing here?" These two were enemies and you can't blame him. Peck literally got Samantha trapped in the Dark Ether, but he did free Weaver and the crew from Terminus Island, so the situation between those two, I guess, will mend itself, although it's going to take a bit of doing. But as Revanov points his gun towards Peck, Weaver puts it down and says, "We're looking for a man named Kraft, who may know how to bring back Samantha." Revanov replies, "Kraft is our prisoner. We were paid millions to find out something only he knows, but he won't talk." It was Richtofen who hired the French Syndicate, so he paid millions to Revanov and this gang to extract information out of Kraft. That's how badly Richtofen wants to get his hands on the Sentinel artifact, that he'd pay millions. But Kraft still, even with all of the beatings that Revanov has given him, won't talk. He then notices Maya and says, "Who are you?" She tells him that she's here to kill his boss, Franco. Coincidentally, we then hear him on the radio saying, "Revanov, where are you?" As a zombie outbreak happens, one busts through the window and attacks Peck. Another one comes through and attacks Carver. Both of the zombies are killed. The one attacking Peck is killed by Revanov, so he pretty much saves his life, even though the two have bad blood. And then obviously it ends with the crew jumping out of the window to fight the undead and go and retrieve Gabriel Kraft. They tell Revanov to stay behind, he's in no condition to fight. I'm guessing that's because he's been drinking. Peck's gonna stay behind as well. So whereas in Terminus we had Strauss and Dr. Peck on the intercom helping us out, in this map I'm guessing it's gonna be Revanov and Peck, which is gonna be a really interesting dynamic to listen to. But that also makes you wonder, where is Dr. Strauss then? Because even though he said in the Terminus ending cutscene that he wasn't interested in chasing down the Sentinel artifact because its apparent ability to manipulate prime material was just a wives' tale, as a man of science, that wasn't something he believed in, but he still could have tagged along even though he thought it was stupid, because there is a bigger goal here to rescue Samantha, but Strauss is nowhere to be seen, so he obviously escaped Terminus along with the rest of the crew, but then instead of travelling here, he must have stayed somewhere else. But yeah, we see they jump out of the window into the town, and the trailer ends. Not before we get a bit of a better shot of the area though, where the only thing I could really notice is down the bottom right, there is the Deadshot machine, which does confirm that Deadshot will be in this map as its own perk, whereas in Liberty Falls you had to wait until round 25 to get it because it was only available from the Wonderfizz machine. Thankfully it does exist in its perk machine form this time. That might also tell us that it's going to be a bit of a harder map if Treyarch think we are going to need it from the get-go. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff here from a storyline point of view that I could really go into. The one thing I've been wondering ever since the Terminus ending is, well, they were told by Sam, the Synaptic Algorithm Module, Terminus Island's network, that Samantha was trapped in the Dark Ether.
This is a classified network. Identify yourself.
My name is Strauss. My associates and I need urgent assistance to escape this facility.
Strauss? Oscar Strauss? Are the others with you?
What is this? Some kind of a sick joke?
You are speaking with the Synaptic Algorithm Module. Call me Sam.
Explain yourself. Why do you sound like Agent Maxis?
She was my source code. The true Samantha Maxis sacrificed herself to save your world.
But from the Liberty Falls intro cutscene, we know at that exact point in time, she was in Liberty Falls inside of this sphere. So did Sam lie to them? Or did it not know? Because both of those maps took place at the exact same time. At that exact moment, Samantha was in the sphere in Liberty Falls. Whether that classes as a part of the Dark Ether, what's actually in there, we don't know. Is it just a containment chamber? I'm not sure, but one thing I'm certain on is she hasn't been trapped in the Dark Ether ever since 85, since Forsaken, but Sam doesn't tell them that, so either she lied to them or she doesn't know herself. That's also a possibility. I mean, considering she's led them here, told them that the Sentinel artifact is here and that Richtofen's here and that it could be used to rescue Samantha from the Dark Ether, you'd like to think she's not lying, but at the same time, she was programmed by Richtofen. She could be working for him. Her telling the crew to go here could all be a part of Richtofen's plan. Richtofen uses Weaver, Carver, Meyer and Gray to get the Sentinel artifact, and then somehow he takes it from them. Them coming here could be a part of his plan. And also, another thing that makes me think Sam lied in Terminus is, well, Richtofen isn't here. Again, we saw in the Liberty Falls intro, he disappeared somewhere. We don't know, more than likely the Dark Ether, but he's definitely not in Avalon. Yet again, the crew, because of what Sam said, believe he could be here, or at least they think he's trying to hunt down the Sentinel artifact. He was doing that before the events of Liberty Falls, but none of that is made aware to them by Sam. So I either think she intentionally lied to them because she was built by Richtofen and she's still working for him, she's trying to mislead them, or she didn't know about the events that were happening at Liberty Falls. Either way, I'm suspicious that Weaver, Carver, Gray, Strauss, Meyer, and Peck, and now probably Revanov, are falling exactly into Richtofen's trap. It's playing out exactly how he planned. Besides from him getting taken by Samantha in Liberty Falls, maybe he planned for them to escape Terminus Island and set all of this up so that they would actually find the artifact for him. So yeah, there we go. And I'll just tag this on at the end because I haven't done any separate videos about these images. They don't really give us too much, but Treyarch tweeted these out over the past couple of days. 3 different images of Citadel Daymore, the town around it and the castle. This first one doesn't really give us too much. On the second one, the cannon in the front stands out. In the background, there is a hole in the castle wall. Maybe this cannon will be a trap. Surely we'll be able to use it. And on the third image, up the top right, I'm pretty sure that's the Gobblegum machine. In the center is a bomb that's come through the roof, and then just peeking out behind this archway are what look like the wings of a dragon. Maybe a statue, maybe a painting, but whatever that's going to be used for, hopefully not decoration. Maybe that's where you get the wonder weapons from. I don't know, but it's just being teased to us there. So there we go. That is the end of the video. Just in case you haven't seen the trailer on its own without me talking over it, I'm going to play it for you now, but that's my breakdown of the cutscene. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest content on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.
Sergei, your services are required. The professor needs another beating. Are you there?
thought you were dead.
If it were only that simple.
And why the fuck is this rat bastard with you?
We're looking for a man named Kraft.
Who may know how to bring back Maxis.
Kraft is our prisoner. We were offered millions to find out something only he knows, but he won't talk. Not even to me. And, who are you?
I'm the one who's gonna kill your boss. Is that a problem?
Where the fuck are you?
I am thinking of doing the same.
This kind of shit happen everywhere you fucking go!
We're in no condition to fight.
Stay on comms. Guide us to Kraft.
And try not to kill Peck.